Week 7 Media, Journalism and Linguistic Bias. Week 7 Video 1 Introduction to Media Linguistics, How Language Shapes Crime, Public Perception and Justice. Hello friends, welcome to Week 7. This week we shift from the courtroom to the newsroom, from police statements to media statements, from legal documents to public narratives. Because long before a judge hears a case, the public has already heard a story. Through headlines, through breaking news alerts, through viral clips, through commentary, natural as reporting, and in this world, language becomes the first form of justice or injustice. Today we begin with a foundational exploration of media linguistics and its influence on criminal perception. Media linguistics studies how news outlets, journalists, editors, and digital platforms use language to construct reality. Media doesn't simply report. Media selects, frames, media emphasizes, and every choice, from a verb to an adjective to the angle of headline, shapes how society interprets crime, victims, accused, persons, institutions, and justice. In short, media linguistics shows us how news becomes narrative and narrative becomes belief. Padma Shri awardee Dr. J.M. Vyas sir, he is the Vice Chancellor of National Forensic Sciences University. He offered or he launched unique course that is forensic journalism, and he emphasized that how this media frames or media reports would be unbiased. So that is also uniqueness, and how this narratives becomes belief and it should reach to the public as it is. When we are discussing about crime reporting, which is incredibly powerful, a single headline can create fear, a misquoted sentence can destroy reputations, and when we are discussing about misquoted sentence and that can harm or destroy reputations, our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, many times in his speech, he highlighted that one who receives such message, such harmful messages, they have to cross-check whether it would be on WhatsApp or any other social media platforms. So when we are discussing about this kind of sensational phrase that can escalate communal tension as well, a victim blaming tone can shut down survivors. This influence demands linguistic precision and ethical responsibility. Forensic linguists help decode whether media language is fair, biased, exaggerated, or manipulative. Headlines are the shortest linguistic form with the largest cognitive impact. Some examples we will take. First is man kills wife after argument. The second is domestic dispute turns fatal. And the third one, woman dies following altercation. Three headlines, same incident. These three are completely different psychological impacts. Headlines often omit agency, shift blame, minimize severity, or exaggerate danger. What is the role? The role to recognize the linguistic strategies at work. It is said that media rarely use neutral vocabulary. Victims from certain communities may be labeled youth, while suspects from others may be called criminals even before investigation. Similarly, encounter sounds heroic, custodial killing sounds unlawful, mob can sound spontaneous, group of locals sounds harmless. Lexical choices reveal ideological stance. Forensic linguists exposes this subtle editorial influence. Media selectively uses grammar to assign or hide responsibility. In active voice, we can say police shot protester. In passive voice, the protester was shot dead. The passive voice removes agency, making event feel accidental or neutral. This is not grammar, it is politics. Similarly, the placement of subject affects reader perception. Accused claims innocence, and the other headline would be family insists accused is innocent. One presents a claim, the other introduces community support. Small syntactic shifts create big interpretive changes. So we have to observe the headline very carefully. Framing refers how media presents a story. Just think, two news channels may report the same crime differently by choosing which facts to highlight or ignore or emphasize. Frames can portray the accused as dangerous, the victim as weak, the police as heroic, the community as violent, or the system as incompetent. Frames hide more than they show normally, and you must learn how to detect what a frame excludes. It means read between the lines, read behind the curtains. This is the role of forensic linguists. Media often treats different groups unequally. For example, a wealthy accused may be described as a businessman, while a poor accused becomes habitual offender. Language assigns moral worth. Certain communities face harsher descriptors. Certain individuals receive softer framing. Attribution bias in media may be subtle or linguistically measurable. It means we can measure. Okay. Media often claims neutrality, but sometimes true neutrality rarely exists. Selection may be bias, omission may be bias, placement may be bias, even headline tone may be bias. Visual pairing may be bias, reporter vocabulary may be bias. So, the role of forensic linguists would be very, very important, and that will help unpack these layers to ensure truth is not lost in transition. In one high-profile case, initial media reports emphasize the accused professional and reputation rather than the seriousness of the allegation. As forensic details emerged, reporting shifted dramatically. The early framing had already influenced public opinion, creating sympathy for the accused and doubt toward the complainant. This demonstrates the dangerous ripple effect of early linguistic framing. You may contribute by analyzing biased headlines, evaluating misinformation, advising on ethical reporting, training journalists on linguistic sensitivity, examining crime-related social media posts, assisting courts in high-influence cases where media bias threatens fairness. Media is not just a reflector, it is a force that shapes legal reality. Forensic linguists help ensure that force is responsible. What is one thing you can do? Ask yourself, what is being emphasized? What is being avoided? What words are doing the emotional work? Who is being described gently or harshly? What assumptions are baked into the sentence structure? Every headline, every caption, every statement is a linguistic decision. Train your ears to hear these decisions. Thank you for beginning week 7 with such focus. Media may not enter the courtroom physically, but its language shapes public pressure, judicial mood, and societal perception. In the next session, we investigate linguistic framing in crime reporting, one of the most influential forces in shaping public understanding of criminal cases. We will meet in second video. Thank you very much.